back to episode 9 of the Bean Pod. And once again, another long hiatus. That's a big word for me.
Wow, that was a good vocab word.
Yeah, my English teachers would be proud. Yeah, we've moved and now we finally got somewhat of a setup. So hopefully
we're back.
Now we're really back because we've committed now. We got to do some adjustments to the room, even though it looks pretty good for what we just threw together. But
you know what? It looks great.
Welcome back to the Bean Pod. I'm Brenden Butterbean Queen, I guess driver of the 28 Pinnacle Racing Chevrolet now is my title.
Look at you.
I'm the host.
And I'm Nicole, your co-host, and also your better half.
Hey, that was a good intro this time. So, yes, that's the first time I feel like I've been able to say Pinnacle Racing Chevrolet.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Sounds real good.
So, it's a very good thing. So, a lot has changed in the off season from Cars Tour to the ARCA Menards series now. Kind of didn't know the direction I was gonna take per se.
It was a
long
surprise.
Yeah, well, actually, the deal was done. We might have announced it on the last podcast. I can't remember if we did one.
We haven't done a podcast in a hot minute, baby. We were still a Tricon.
Okay, well, speaking of that, we'll go into that real quick. As you can see, I do have the Tricon bestrepair.net Toyota Tundra from my debut diecast down here. Lionel knocked this out of the park, and I just got them just in time for this podcast. Mm-hmm. And I think it looks it looks really, really good. It looks just like my debut from Wilkesboro. And then obviously we have the 2024 Cars Tour Championship car. All are in stock from Lionel now. And if you didn't order yours, hopefully by the time this episode comes out, you will be able to order on crossauthentics.com, and we will offer a standard and an autographed version.
And the little one.
Only the little one for the late model. We don't have the little ones for the truck, but if you didn't get one, I do have extras that I will sell.
Once again, that's crossauthentics.com.
Yeah, thank you. Good plug. So I'm very, very happy to have my own diecast. Like that was something when we started the podcast that I didn't ever think would happen. But we actually have diecast. So I will sell. Yeah, I will sell what I have left, which we bought extra in stock. So if you didn't get yours, you have a chance. I feel like our light's blinking or something. It keeps going in and out. You notice that?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know what to do to fix it. It's plugged in.
That's okay. Just keep digging. It is what it is now. And then our 2025 ARCA car with Pinnacle and Chevrolet is offered for pre-order online now, but it is, I think they scrapped the original and are just doing the win version because it pretty much almost looks the same.
Gotcha. So
if you haven't pre-ordered, please pre-order so we can make sure that hits the minimum requirement, and we can have an ARCA car by August. I think they said 6 months. So, nice. And my dirt late model is still on there for pre-orders. It has not met the minimum, so hopefully we can bump that up.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll jump right into. I don't know. Where do I start? I guess.
I think the beginning's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Talk about the off season. I mean, where did the decision to go to Pinnacle come from?
That's a loaded question. I don't know. I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. Kind of knew I wasn't going to go back late model racing full time just because kind of had accomplished what I wanted to besides winning Martinsville and maybe the Sobo 200. Pretty much everything I had accomplished. And a natty title, I guess. But honestly, like the Cars Tour to me was like the natty title in the last couple of years. Like I used to want the natty title, and then I kind of like Cars Tour became what the natty title used to be. So like the Cars Tour to me was what I really wanted. So able to secure that championship was huge. And then I thought I was probably going to go truck racing maybe, and it just didn't work out. Obviously, Tricon was full, and I could have been part-time, and I didn't have the funding, the full funding. So the ARCA deal kind of fell in my lap. I didn't even really know it was an option, and I really wasn't even looking in that direction. But when it got laid in my lap, I was like, man, it just makes sense because now I can go get the experience at the mile and a halfs and be in a winning car. And then everybody, you know, obviously I made the switch from Toyota to Chevrolet, which everybody at Toyota was great to me, but it's just the way the sport works. Yeah. And everybody at Chevrolet's been great. I got in the Josh Wise program, so that's been big. Working out at Chevy, obviously had to move and had to be down here by the race shop and be able to work out with Chevy. So that's been good. I've been losing weight and just being better all the way around. So off season was busy. Went to PRI. I went to Atlantic City. Did Christmas, New Year's in Atlantic City. That was fun with our sponsor, Best Repair. It was a good time. And then moved right after that.
Yeah, we had a jam-packed off season.
Yeah, I moved literally the week before the Daytona test and then went to Daytona and crashed.
Nice.
That was how the Daytona test went. Got in a crash.
Yep.
So I've been calling Helio, but apparently it's Elio.
Who knew?
I feel like an idiot. But anyways, very cool. Found out he was going to be my teammate. Got to meet him at the Daytona test. We got to draft together. We got to crash together. Not our faults, but both of us ended up in a crash. Felt like we had a solid day of testing and then like a solid day of working together at the end. And the crash was not how I wanted my start to go with Pinnacle. But looking forward, I think it worked out because we won Daytona in February. So the test was cool, just getting to work with everybody. And then, obviously I told the story on Door Bumper Clear about how Helio thought I was a girl because of my last name, and he calls me the Queen.
The best part of Daytona was he looked at me once he met me and he said, "You're the real Queen." And I said, "That's it. I'm done. That's the best compliment I'll ever get in my entire life." Yeah,
he's a hoot.
He's a good guy. That was really cool being teammates with him.
Yeah, that was quite an experience.
He got to be your Valentine.
Yeah, he got to be my Valentine.
That was cute.
But I guess we're kind of going in order here. So that was the test. And then we went to back to the shop and got ready for the big one. And honestly, as you could tell, I have the Daytona trophy here. So
we done rode the Dente.
The Bean won Daytona. I cannot believe that. I feel like I'm kind of scrambling here because, like I said, we really got to get better about having a schedule for this show. But now that we're set up, we can do that. We can plan out because it is Phoenix week. So we are recording to you on Phoenix week. Hopefully, we'll be able to record next week after Phoenix. And just kind of keep it going like that. But, the Daytona was a good time. Got to go down on Wednesday, eat some crab legs with the team. Ate a lot of crab legs.
A lot of crab.
All you can eat. That was fun. And then Thursday, we waited around all day, did our little production part with the photos, and got in the car, backed out of the garage, and the hurricane hit.
For all of 5 seconds.
Enough to cancel practice, which I'm not really complaining because with them canceling practice, we didn't have to qualify. And not that I was scared to qualify, but the ARCA Series does that group qualifying and so many variables. So with them canceling it, we started 5th off owners points. And
that was big.
That right there was worth it all because they wrecked on lap 4, and if we'd have been 15th or so, we'd been in a wreck. So being up front wasn't the safest spot to be, but it was because they still wrecked up front later in the race. But for me, really, just it was cool starting 5th. Didn't have to stress about qualifying. So it kind of made Thursday and Friday more relaxed because all we did was practice that one practice after like they ended up making qualifying practice. And to me, that was like a fun week because it was like we already know where we're starting. We're going to go run 50 minutes of practice. You're at Daytona. You're you're soaking it in, living the experience. And then we're going to come back on Saturday and we're going to race. And honestly, didn't really have to stress till Saturday. And then, race time's a whole different animal.
Yeah. That was a quick day.
Yeah, we raced at 12 o'clock. Yeah. So I would say The race, I had a great spotter. Derek Nealon did a great job.
He crushed it.
Yeah, crushed it. I had no doubt in my mind, but he crushed it. He did a great job coaching me. I guess I'll just talk about the race for a minute. Started 5th, and Steve-O's crew chief, he did a great job with the car. Really much strategy, but great job with the strategy, I guess, Steve-O. He just pitted me when the leaders pitted there. So, yeah. But that is strategy. So, the race was a cluster for sure. I
think we ran more laps under caution than we did green, but.
Yeah, it's sad because we were on Fox, and what I hate about it is the ARCA Series gets a bad reputation for everybody.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't, because there is some good people in the series.
Yeah, definitely.
But there is some people that probably shouldn't have been out there.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say any more because I don't want to get in trouble, but I'm just saying, like, there's a fine line of.
It's an interesting.
Yes, there's people out
there.
There's people out there that, haven't won at the local level, and there's people that have won a lot at the local level. So there's a big difference. And I wasn't experienced at Daytona, but I feel like I'm experienced as a race car driver. Mm-hmm. So the race started. They wrecked on like lap 4, and the Venerini cars were tough. They kind of had more numbers than us with teammates, and Helio got in that first wreck. So I was kind of out there alone, just kind of honestly just managing laps. Learned a lot about how to work some side draft and drafting, and, kind of skip ahead a little bit. I mean, like, they wrecked, and then we went back green. They wrecked again. It just was, the last 20 laps or so we got the race, but first part was just really just keeping your head in the game.
Yeah.
And then I think we pitted on lap 20 something. And that's honestly where my race got wild, because after we pitted, we come out like 11th or something, and they wrecked right in front of me in turn 3, and I missed it by like an inch, and they actually got Helio. Like, if I'd have lifted any more, I'd have got right reared.
Yeah.
So I missed that. And then they wrecked on the back. I missed that. I went through the middle. I got inside on Tim Richmond off of 4, and he came down like I wasn't even there, and I lifted, which, like, a lot of people won't lift. I lifted because I'm like, this is not going to end good for either one of us. We lost a little bit of ground, gained it back. The Venerini cars wrecked on the backstretch. We missed that one. And then honestly, I guess it got down there to like 15 to go or 10 to go or whatever it was. I restarted 3rd. I got a bad restart. Mad about that. I let the 6 in, which honestly probably was for the best, really, because then the 6 got a run on the 18 for the lead. I pushed the 6 to the lead. Helio went with me, and then we both cleared the 6. And then we had control of the race, and that was like 8 to go. And then it was kind of like best case scenario. I had my teammate in my rear view, and I knew he was pretty committed to me. And then I was blocking both lanes, got him clear. And then it was kind of like just hug the bottom. And then I think on the white flag is when the 18 and those guys got a run, and I got too far out. I was dragging brake, but I just couldn't slow down. I don't know. I have to work on that for Talladega. But our car was really good in clean air. I knew the 18 had a good run. He kind of stalled out, but I was able to throw a block and then really just protect, as Leanne said on her video, protect. Yeah, we protected all the way to the line. So, man, I don't even know how to describe it. What were you feeling on the pit? Like, I've been talking this whole show. What were you feeling as we took the checker flag?
I learned what it feels like to have a heart attack, and had about 14 in one day. So that was fun. No, I know that Daytona's crazy, and I know there's wild, and I know there's the big one, but just the first wreck, seeing it in person, because back when I was in my Hendrick days, I was always stuck in the media center, so I was still watching it on a screen. But to be able to see that first wreck in person, I was like, here we go. But then once you took the lead with 8, 10 to go, that was insane. That's where I started freaking out. poor Roger, our merch guy, was sitting next to me on the on the pit box, and anytime something happened, I'd brace him. So thanks, Raj, for.
Did you have to hit me right there?
That wasn't even nearly what Raj experienced. You're fine. But yeah, so Raj took a poor beating. Sorry, Raj.
What about when we took the checker?
That was just crazy. Freaked out.
You better watch out on that cord. You got it all up in your hand there. Next thing you know, the mic will
Can't touch you. Can't touch the cord. I'm just trying
to save us from the mics because I have junk mics and I need to upgrade. That's the next upgrade for the Bean Pod. If you want to support us, like our stuff, and get us some views so we can afford some mics. Yeah. So then I wish I had the radio. I need to talk to Derek and see if he recorded our radio. Like, I'd love to have the file from that race because I just know, like, the cool down lap, I'm just soaking it in and, like, honestly in shock. And then, like, you know, I don't know what to do. Like, I've seen it on TV, but, like, late model racing is the same.
Different.
It's the same thing, but, like, late model racing, I know I'm going to pick my flag up from my team right at the wall, and then I'm going to do my victory lap, and I'm going to pull in the victory lane, and it's over, right?
Yeah.
But this, like, how do I get my flag? Like, pit road is not on the track, and then, like, where do I go? I guess I got to go to the front stretch, and then can I do a burnout? I've never done a burnout. Like, late model racing, we don't do burnouts.
Yeah.
And they're like, do a burnout. And then it's like I start spinning around, and then I'm like, well, I'm not even like, I was kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie, to do a burnout like on the banking because it's like I didn't want to hit nothing or get stuck in the grass. And then like I wanted to go through the grass, but they told us not to in the ARCA drivers meeting, like don't mess up the grass. So like I was spinning around, and then Derek's like, if you're gonna do that, you need to go to the flag stand. So then I start going to the flag stand, and then I see my guys and all y'all running out there, and I'm like, all right, here's my flag. And then I'm like, well, shoot, I'm gonna do another burnout. So
why not? You won Daytona.
Yeah, I felt like good burnout for the first time. Yeah. I mean, I can improve on it for sure. I did knock my Gatorade over. I can improve on it, but I burned it down with the American flag out the window, and then I couldn't get out the car. That's the problem. Rookie mistake. First off, I did a burnout with my visor up and my helmet fan on.
Nice.
Smoked myself out. I was about to suffocate.
Nice.
And then the headrest on that car is a little tough, but I can get in and out. But I was being very careful with my new painted helmet.
Yeah.
Shout out to Off Axis. We'll talk about that in a second. But then I got it all off. And then I feel like an idiot because I was asking for my hat and sunglasses. And I'll go into that right now. I picked up a sunglass sponsor, Driven Sunglasses.
Team Driven. Yeah,
Team Driven. And I thought that I had to have them in the interview. Mm-hmm. But hindsight's 2020. I really just needed them in victory lane for the photos and stuff. But like I was thinking, like I have to have them right here when I get out the car. And people are like, well, just put them in the car when you race. I'm like, I don't want to mess them up. You know, like I take care of my stuff. Same with my hat. Like I used to race with my hat in the car, and then they would get all messed up and dirty. So I stopped doing that. So I'm asking for my sunglasses and all that. And then somehow I got a hat. It was Mike's hat. It wasn't even my hat. And then I finally go to get out, and I realize I forgot to unhook my cool shirt. My chill out. So then I'm stuck out half the car. So I got to reach back in. So we actually switched from a rainy over to a chill out for this season. And the team, we had it all hooked up. We wanted to try it to see if I liked it. We had the hose way too long on the shirt. So we've cut that for Phoenix in half. But it's kind of one of those things. Like I probably didn't need a cool shirt, but I wore it because why not, right? Everybody else has got them. Like, if you can have it, why not? So I won the race. So anybody give me crap about that? We won the race. So anyways, I get out the car, and that was a shout out to Dale Jr. because he gave me crap for wearing a cool shirt. I text. Yeah, he gave me crap on his show. I don't have as many viewers as him, but
that's cool. We were the Dente.
but I texted him and messaged him about it. I said, don't be hating.
It's okay. Cliff Daniels.
Oh yeah, and one of my good friends, Cliff Daniels, crew chief for Kyle Larson, texted me and told me, congrats, like super happy. And then getting out the car could use some work. So Cliff, we're working on it. We done made changes to the cool shirt. But so I get out the car and then like, honestly, just, I don't even know what to say. Like there's so many more things I wanted to say in my interview that I didn't, but
I think you nailed it for being your first interview, like post-race interview like that. I think you crushed it.
Yeah. And I was out of breath from the smoke about killing me. And then turning around and seeing everybody and then running up and grabbing a checkered flag, like everything you see on TV. And then just, I don't know. My interview was authentic and it was real.
That's what people want.
Exactly. But like, I wish I would have thanked the Josh Wise program and Chevrolet a little more. Like, and I wish I would have thanked the fans for coming out.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing. Like I thanked B Nation, but I didn't thank the fans for sticking there for ARCA race, and I should have done that. But hopefully Phoenix, I'll get to redeem myself.
There you go.
So anyways, just really just soaked it in and just like, all right, sorry. We're good. But anyways, I got to get new mics. Was standing there. I swear I hear it. You don't hear it? It might be the washing machine. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, sorry, we're back. Anyways, I felt like just soaking it in and looking up and just standing in the grass and like realizing who has won there or how many people have tried.
Yeah.
And then like we took team photos and like you were out there, my sponsors were out there. Like,
yeah. So talk to me about that. I mean, like I've been telling people, like basically everyone that we would have loved and wanted to celebrate with of the Napoleon family, they couldn't make it to the race, but everyone was there. You had your parents were there, a whole state and family was there, your whole team, like you had your whole, what was it, someone who helped you in legend cars, like all kinds of family friends were there. Like what did that mean to be able to not only
my uncle was in the grandstands,
your cousin, like so not only did you just win Daytona, literally everyone is there to celebrate you. What was that like?
It's just insane. I think, you know, as a kid, you dream of winning Daytona. Like, if you're going to be a NASCAR driver, you want to win Daytona.
Yeah.
Sorry, I swear I'm hearing. You don't hear it?
No, you got to fix it or you got to move on.
You don't? Do you hear it?
No.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. You literally dream of winning Daytona. That's our Super Bowl. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's a go-kart, ARCA car, Cup car. Like, Daytona's Daytona. So, just super cool having, you know, that experience. And then also just, I don't know, having everybody there and being able to just enjoy that moment with me. Like, it's something that might not ever happen again. Like, that's a moment that, like, you may never win Daytona again. Yeah. Like, it's not ever guaranteed. Like, you could go to a short track and feel like you have a good shot to win there multiple times, but Daytona, like, so much has to go your way. I do think it was special having that many people there that wanted to support me. I think having the support meant a lot, whether I won or lost, but winning is great. Like, my Uncle Ryan, like, being in the grandstands, wish he could have been down in the infield with us, but like, I mean, him and I have obviously gotten close over the years, and like, he lives in Florida. So like, for him to be up there and just witness me win at Daytona from the grandstands is like super cool. Got to see him for a minute after Victory Lane, but I was just so rushed. But yeah, so then I'm on the front stretch and they're like, all right, we need you to get this car off here. Like, we're getting ready for the Xfinity race. I'm like, I don't know where Victory Lane, like, I see it, but how do I get there? Like, where do I turn? They're like, well, somebody be directing you. And then one guy told me to go this way. And then when I get around there, they're like, nah, you got to go this way. So like, I'm coming down pit road and I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going, but I got my America flag like I do in the late model out the left side. I got the checkered flag in the track bar hole or wedge bolt hole, which is cool because you always see them do it on TV. So I got to do it, stuck the checker flag in there. And then as I'm turning into victory lane, Shane Huffman, our general manager, hands me a cell phone as I'm driving into victory lane, and it's Pulliam.
Yeah.
So I got to talk to Lee, really like the first person I talked to.
Yeah.
Like I saw all y'all on the front stretch and stuff, but like we didn't talk, you know, we were just celebrating.
What was that conversation like with Lee?
Just super, a lot of yelling, a lot of screaming, just a lot of I'm proud of you, like knew you could do it, you know, just it was a rushed conversation, but he knew like I'm pulling into victory lane. So so I get to victory lane and got my first experience of a real victory lane, not a front stretch victory lane, or like Wilkesboro was a real victory lane, but still like a real national series victory lane where, you know, I was a little disappointed. There was no confetti or champagne, but I guess I got spoiled with that because of Cars Tour. You always got champagne and confetti. But my team threw the water on me and got out and did the interview in victory lane, which, like, man, I'm old school, but I wish that, like, I get they do the
televised.
Yeah, like I love the front stretch one and being out there with the fans. Like that's super cool. And I'm all for it. Let's do that. Like still do that. But I really wish they would show you in victory lane.
Well, and it's cool too because like as a fan, you don't get to see victory.
That's right.
Like,
I want to see victory lane if I'm like I want to see them on the front stretch, do their burnout, let them get out, do what you did, do a quick interview right there. But then I want to see the camera on victory lane. Like I know the people in the grandstands, they had it on the Jumbotron. So victory lane was televised at the track, but nobody, like my friends and family that weren't there didn't get to see me in victory lane. Yeah. So like,
I mean, even just normal races, like that's just a cool thing.
Yeah.
That's like you see the celebration and you don't even get to see victory lane on TV.
I like seeing like the driver and his team in victory lane. Like, you know, like, cause I'm a racer and I know how much the team means. And like, I want to see the driver and the team interact. Yeah. Like, what are they doing? Are they hugging? Are they screaming? Are they, how amped up are they? Excuse me. But, so victory lane was fun. Did our hat dance, did a gazillion photos. Then I guess from there, it was cool having Clear 28 there. Obviously my management group, Driven was in victory lane. You know, friends and family. My buddy Landon that I worked at the port with was there. So that was cool. He trained me to be a foreman at the port. So that was cool. And he said something to me when he took photos. He said, you want to go move some boxes? And I was like, nah, this is a lot better. So that was cool. And then to the media center, had to do all the, had to do all the, I had to ride a golf cart. Yeah. Rode a golf cart to the media center, was in the media center for 30 minutes, did a bunch of interviews after, and then probably in the media center almost an hour because we were, after the conference, we did those side interviews. Yeah. But that was super cool. And then I went out, signed a bunch of autographs for some fans. Did not realize there was going to be that many because y'all told me I need to take the golf cart. And I was like, oh, I'll just walk. And then I'm glad I took the golf cart.
I've been around the block a time.
Don't get me wrong. I love the fans, but if I would have not took the golf cart, I would have never got back to make the plane. Yeah. Like that plane would have been like, where are you at? So, got through all that. My phone was about to explode. And then we grabbed our Ride to Dente trophy, our little margarita shaker from Chili's. Thanks Chili's for sponsoring the race.
Thanks Chili's.
We took our little thing on the plane. I took this bad boy on the plane. They made me strap it in with 3 seat belts. We took her on the plane and we were home before the Xfinity race was over and we were at the Waffle House.
You sure were.
Went out with the team and then ended up at the Waffle House, had a good time. And then we made up for it. We did go to Chili's on that Wednesday with the team for the victory lunch. So actually, we went to Chili's twice that week.
Yeah, because
we went with Rob
and Catherine
from Flo. So we did multiple Chili's runs, and we like Chili's. So
the chips,
the chicken tendies,
delish.
Yeah. So I want to take a minute though. That was kind of our Daytona trip.
Well, I got some questions for you.
Yes,
you breeze past some things.
Yeah.
So I got some. I want to set the whole stage. So. I didn't do it. It's fine. So talk to me about being with the new team. I mean, we just did this 2 years ago, going from your family stuff, your family team, going to LPP. You had a really great relationship with Lee. Honestly, probably one of your best friends now. So what was that like?
My brother.
Your brother. He's also your best friend. So going with such a tight bond and relationship with Lee, all the guys from LPP, and then making the move to a new team. Like, what was that like? You know, you've now had to get a new relationship with Steve-O, your crew chief. Like, what did that look like? What was that transition like? Yeah,
it was tough. It's like being a new kid at school. It was hard leaving Lee. Obviously, I'm a baby and I cried at Kinley. And
there's a lot of tears shed at Kinley.
I wasn't the only one, though.
No, basically everyone.
I mean, it just was how close we all were and how much it meant. And like more of a thankful cry, too, because of like, you know, how much he helped me. You know, like I don't get that shot without those 2 years I had with him. And like, I also want to take a minute because I didn't talk about it in the media center and I wish I would have. But Phil Warren was very instrumental in my career too. Like if there's two people in the last part of my career that have helped me, it's Phil and Lee. Mm-hmm. And Lee obviously gets the most talk right now because
that was the most recent.
It's the most recent, right? But like I don't get that Lee Pulliam deal without Phil.
Yeah.
And I don't ever forget that. So like Phil and Lee both have helped me in different ways and different times. Like Phil got me ready in the in the late model world to go to Lee. And then Lee got me ready to move out of late models. Like I wasn't ready. I don't think I was ready until after I started like the first season with Lee. I think after that it was like, all right, I need to move on. Like I can win at different tracks. I can win wherever or have a shot. And then, so it was tough, obviously leaving Lee. But I was super excited. Like I love all the guys at Pinnacle. Like the 28 team is special. Like I feel like there's already such a special bond that it's kind of like the Pulliam deal, but in a different way. I mean, like both teams that we won on the first race. Like I won my first start with Lee and now I've done it with Pinnacle. And like, I almost think that even winning cures everything, but I think that even made us stronger, just like at Lee's. Like when I went to Lee's and won that first race, it was like, all right, this is it. We're going to crush them like that. Like, let's go. Yeah. And I feel like the ARCA team, the 28 guys feel the same way. Like, hey, we already won at a track that we did not think, like we expected to win a race. Like we expected to win races, right? Yeah. But not Daytona. Yeah. That was like our goal was just survive. Like Steve-O and I went out a couple weeks or probably a couple months ago and had a long talk and it was just, hey, let's just finish 5th, 10th. Let's just finish.
Yeah.
And I don't think winning was we went there to win, but realistically we were just wanting to finish the race.
Yeah.
And it worked out better than it could have. So it's been fun. Been fun getting to know these guys. Feel like I've hung out with Steve-O and Garrett, my engineer, more than ever the last 2 weeks after Daytona. So, So, all right. Did I answer that question?
Then you have, so not only on the pit box you have changes, you have a change in the spotter too. So you're now going with, I mean, again, like you worked with Anthony for the last 2 years.
Which is still going to do my short track stuff.
Yeah, that's super exciting. We're super excited to still have Anthony on board, be part of this deal. But you go into Daytona and you're working with a new spotter. That's another really key relationship in all of this. So, I mean, and it's cool because Derek works on the Cup side. So he's Kyle Busch's spotter. So talk about that. Like, did you learn a lot from him? Like, he seemed to really be giving you some good feedback and good information on the track. And not only just giving you the basics of like just actual spotting, but like teaching you how to work the air. Like, how has that been?
Yeah, so he spots for Kyle Busch, Austin Hill, Connor Mozak in the truck, and then me now in the ARCA car. So him and Austin Hill have been like unstoppable at super speedways. If it ain't for a mechanical failure at Daytona, I think they win 4 in a row, and then they just won Atlanta. Super down to earth guy. I mean, obviously I texted with him. I met him before the season, texted with him, tried to like get on the same page. And then just like he believed in me from the moment he met me because he followed me in the late model world. And then I think, you know, he just truly like was positive, man. Like his approach with the way he worked with me was just so smooth and positive. And like, he's like, we're learning. And we were, and I'm still learning. I'm going to go to Talladega and learn. I'm going to go to Phoenix this week and learn. And for him and I, like, we're only going to get better. So like, that's why it's crazy and very cool we won, because like, that's just like, we hadn't even scratched the surface, you know, like we're just getting going. So I'm excited for the future with him. And then obviously having Anthony on the short track stuff is going to be really cool, because him and I already known each other for so long, and he's done such a good job. So looking forward to it.
Sweet. That was the most Brenden Queen. Looking forward to it. That's how you end everything.
Thank you.
And then lastly, okay, so you know that's your whole goal is to come out this season and win races. Well, you already won Daytona. Like, what's next? What's the next goal you're going to
win Phoenix?
There you go.
I hope. I don't know. Like, we want to honestly just bring fast race cars and try to make the most of the opportunity and win. Like, if I can't win, run second or third would be great for the championship, because we want to win a championship. But I think at the same time, like at this point in my career, I need to win. I need to win races. I just need to be relevant. And the only way to put my name out there is to keep winning. And Daytona was a good start.
Aside from all of that, like, what are you most looking forward to this year? It's such a different deal than the late model stuff.
I think that just adventure. Like I'm in a challenge, and I'm a competitor, and I love the competition. I love the challenge, and I think for me, like, it's, I don't know. It's just that's what I thrive on, is going out there and trying to be the best and beat them and learn along the way. Like, I'm going to learn so much, but I'm just excited. Like, it's going to be a fun year. Like, I think we're going to have a shot to win races and just have fun and enjoy the ride. Enjoy it.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to pull more details out of you.
No, I like it.
I'm just coming up with all this on the spot.
No, I like it. Like, honestly, like, we'll start kind of prepping for next week's show and like start writing some notes and well, about cuss there, notes and stuff. But yeah, I think the main thing is we've got the bean pod back. We've got the room getting set up. And
we done rode to Dente.
We rode to Dente. Yes. But no, a couple people I want to give a shout out to before we go into whatever's going to be next. I want to obviously give a shout out to I'm wearing the HMS shirt, my boy Austin at HMS. Yeah. And I want to give him a shout out because he handles all my helmet stuff with my shoe bursts. And honestly, he's got me my nice underwear shirts and my underpants, and he looks out for me. I'm wearing those shoes he got me hooked up with. And he just always looking out for me. Came to Daytona, fixed my visor.
Yeah. Rockstar of a human.
Yeah. Right, perfect. I owe him a die cast, actually, so I got to take one up to him. Off Axis did a heck of a job on my paint job. If you haven't seen my helmet,
that looks so freaking good.
Check it out on my social media. It's got pink and white and flake in it, and then it's got a mullet on the back, and then a grayscale American flag through it. So super cool. Got a Chevy bow tie on it, my name on the side. Happy with how that turned out. I guess we need to talk about, I am with K1 now. I kind of was with Simpson, and Simpson still great, love them, but the team went with K1, so I had to be with K1 to help that out. So that's why you see me in K1 stuff now. But they've been great to me with the suits. I got K1 gloves. I got K1 shoes. I hadn't tried them. I'm really picky with my shoes. So I might try them, but if not, I'll keep wearing what I'm wearing. Yeah. But I got all the K1 stuff. And then I already talked about driven sunglasses. And
okay, so for Bean Nation, just, I don't know, do they care? I don't know. But what style driven sunglasses are you rocking?
Oh,
because you're really excited about those lenses.
Man, that's tough because I'd have to look at the exact name because I got 2 pairs of what one it is, but I got the cosmic lenses. I'm trying to remember what
Icon.
I got an Icon. I think that's the black. I didn't pick a lens on that. I should have, but I got the black lenses, which will be all right. Yeah. And then because I can get some more pairs. The one I've been wearing, I really like them. I'd have to look at what I didn't expect that question to come out right now. Sorry. But the cosmic lenses on it is really, really nice.
Yeah, you were excited about that.
Actually, you know what? I can tell you right now what it is.
While you're looking that up, B Nation, if you want to get some driven sunglasses, use code Butterbean28.
Yeah. If you want,
you can get 20% off your purchase and free shipping.
Yeah. So we do have a driven code, the Butterbean28. It'll
be in the comment section below if you're watching on YouTube.
Yes.
Or your podcast description will include it.
That's what I'm talking about. It's the classic matte black with cosmic lenses, and I have the Icon matte black ones.
Okay, so both are Icon style.
Classic matte black, and then I have Icon matte black.
Nice. Okay.
So the ones I'm wearing are the classic.
Oh, okay.
But cosmic lenses. I had a pair. I used to have a Von Zipper deal back in the day, and I had to it had to be cosmic. They were like a purplish red lens, and I lost them fishing in the lake or in the water. So had to switch. But super happy I got driven as a deal, and first race with them, win. So yeah, super excited about that. I was trying to think what else do we need to cover on this episode?
If you want to go there, we can talk about what was just announced yesterday, what you're going to be doing in April.
Yes, I was getting ready to. So it's funny, when I was rambling my stuff, I was like, make sure I say that, and then I just spaced on it. But yeah, so everybody knows Cletus McFarland, or Garrett Mitchell. He was in the ARCA race, but everybody knows Cletus McFarland from YouTube. Insane amount of following. He reached out to me after the ARCA race and has invited me to race in the Freedom Factory. Let me make sure I get the name of it right. I know their track's Freedom Factory, but what the actual race is. And the Freedom 500, Friday, April 4th, live on FRDM. Hell yeah, brother, I'm driving. That's what it says in the...
your fun graphic.
Yeah, hell yeah, brother. I'm driving in the Freedom 500. So I will be racing a Crown Vic April 4th in Cletus McFarland's Freedom 500, and I am super excited. I know Travis Pastrana's in it, Brian Deegan, Corey LaJoy, Kai Kelly, Brenden Queen, Greg Biffle.
That'd be cool.
He's in it.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of I can't wait. Like Travis Pastrana. Nicole didn't even know who Travis Pastrana is. Let's just mark that out there right now. Cannot believe you don't know who Travis Pastrana is. You've never heard of Nitro Circus?
Heard of it.
He's like the first person to do that double backflip on a dirt bike or something.
That's cool.
He used to race dirt bikes, and he does all the stunts and just super talented. He did NASCAR. He raced K&N, and then he did Truck or Xfinity, or both. Yeah.
Nice. I've heard the name.
Yeah, he did it, I think, around the time Ricky Carmichael was trying NASCAR too. And Rico, it was Travis Pastrana, Rico was in there. It was all in the same little time era. He had the iRacing car in K&N. Okay. But super, super excited. I'm going to Florida, and I'm going to race in the Crown Vic. I think you paint your car. I told you about that.
If you get to paint your car,
yeah,
I want to do it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and then it has a NOS bottle, and you if you use it early, you're out, so you get to save it.
Yeah.
But I saw the winner gets either a Mercedes wagon or a C or Corvette or something.
That's crazy.
I heard Stroke Race out there.
Yeah.
He's about to go insane not being in here. But speaking of that, we're talking about Travis Pastrana. I have to give a shout out to Kickstart Kenny.
Boy.
Nicole gave me crap. I'm a big Supercross fan, and I am a big Ken Roczen fan. And I put a thing on my story because he won Daytona last night, just like me. We both won Daytona in the same year.
Wow.
And she gave me crap. Let's go Kickstart Kenny is what she said, because that's what I wrote.
Let's go Kickstart Kenny. You're such a
Don't
big
joke
girl.
on Kenny.
I didn't joke on him. I didn't joke on him. I joked on you.
I'm a big Ken Roczen fan in this house, so she knows I yell at the TV, and I'm so mad I didn't get to watch.
Girl, but, you know.
I didn't get to watch last night, but as soon as I got back to the house, I saw he had won, and super excited to see him win Daytona on this.
Like I said last night, it's just the year of.
I know.
It's the year of
Oh,
Brenden.
let's back that up. The Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl, and
you won
go
Daytona.
Birds, go Birds. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for a minute. How about them Birds?
You won Daytona, and then Ken Roczen.
So my boy Jalen Hurts gets him MVP Super Bowl ring. I win Daytona, which bummer. Apparently they don't give rings. I thought I'd get a ring.
Win stickers.
Yeah.
That's what I'm mad about.
Yeah.
Win stickers are cool.
We talked about just making our own win stickers and putting them on the
I
car.
think you should.
I know. I think we
it's
should.
kind of a flex when you like roll up on the grid and got all these like win stickers.
Yeah, I think ARCA should have win stickers. I'm gonna start a petition. That's gonna be. I'm not running for like president, but like that'd be like I'm gonna petition. Butterbean is gonna bring back win stickers to the
Does
ARCA
ARCA
Series.
Series do most popular driver?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, I was gonna say that could be your platform. Bring back.
Yeah, bring back win stickers. I approve this message.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, so super excited that Eagles won and Jalen Hurts, like that's big, and then I won, and then now Kickstart Ken Roczen.
Good for him.
So looking ahead, we got Phoenix this week. We fly out Thursday, and it's a one-day show. We race Friday night, I think 8 Eastern or 8:30 Eastern,
Yes.
something like that. It'd be on FS1,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be like 6 o'clock.
I'm agreeing, like I know what I'm talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like 6 o'clock Phoenix time, Mountain time, whatever it is.
Pretty sure Phoenix is 3 hours, but
No, it's on. I think McReynolds looked it up. The schedule. I have an interview there, and it's on Mountain time still, so it's 2 hours or something.
Okay.
It could be. I thought it was 3 too, but yeah. So looking forward to it. I think Phoenix is a mile. I've never been there, only on iRacing, so I'm super excited to get there.
I'm excited. I've been to Phoenix a couple times.
Battery low.
Oh no!
Our producer's fired.
Just cut off.
They might have.
You want me to check?
Well, I guess we can end the show anyways. And that'll just be the end of that, if that's it.
You can do like a fun selfie clip. You want me to go? I'm going to check.
Don't hit no wires. Check. Because if not, we can still end it right here. This will be on the normal podcast.
Yeah.
I thought you charged it.
I did.
Don't hit the cord. Because we're still live. It died.
Oh, she like does it or now. Or not.
I wonder if it's probably not going to save any of it. All right, well, we'll come over here and we'll finish it.
Yeah.
I bet you it won't save any of it. Because all right. Well, probably wouldn't have ended, but we're gonna have to end because the camera died. But that's okay. We'll. I was gonna say one more thing about Phoenix is where they won the 28 car won there last. So hopefully, no pressure. I can do it again. But thank y'all for listening. Obviously, this will be more regular. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe,
share it with your friends.
YouTube, the Bean Pod, Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get your podcast platforms. So thank you, Bean Nation.